Hi guys, it's Tree from Lost Time Toys, and today I'm going to show you a short travel video of me going to Fort Lauderdale, Florida at the beginning of 2026. So it was the second or maybe the first week of January of 2026. I did a quick, I think it was like 36 hours in Fort Lauderdale. It was like an extended layover before I went to New Jersey. I just wanted to show you some of the things that I found. I went to an amazing toy store that was maybe 30 minutes away from the airport. It was called Bits and Buttons, and I found so many amazing vintage girl toys there. I just kept going over and over and over all of the shelves, and I ended up walking away with some amazing things. So check out my video, and I included a couple of like travel stuff as well, so if that stuff really bores you, you just skip right to the toys. But I thought, you know what, 36 hours, this video is not going to be very long. You can check out what I did when I was in Florida. Super nice, way warmer than it was anywhere else in the country. So check it out, and then at the end of the video you can see my haul of what I purchased. Hey guys, it's Tree from Lost Time Toys, and I am in Fort Lauderdale, Florida this weekend, so let's explore. So I'm going to try to do a voiceover for some of this. This was our hotel or Airbnb. The water was so nice and refreshing and not too cold actually. It was a beautiful day. We went to get some lunch at a place next to our Airbnb. We had some fried fish and delicious seafood. This is the view outside of the Airbnb. Then we drove to the toy store, and it was pretty great. This is the outside of the store, Biz and Buttons, toys and collectibles. So I'm gonna do a voiceover just because it's a family-owned business and there's like loud music playing in the background, and I didn't want to deal with copyright. They have so much Princess of Power here, it's phenomenal. But the first thing that I saw that took my breath away was that they had this dedicated vintage girl toy shelf. I'm gonna be going in depth about everything they have here, but right at the beginning, you see that there are lovely My Little Ponies. I think I have a lot of these already, so I had to be very careful and judicious about what I wanted to look at. But they had a bunch of stuff, including stuff that I didn't even know about. Of course, there was a vast array of strawberry shortcake as well. But there in the back, you'll see that there were nosy bears, and at the second shelf, there were some snugglebums that I haven't really dealt with before. This is really cool. This is a flocked CareBear. It's a flocked face CareBear in particular, and those are, I think, more rare. So really funny about that Shy Violet in the corner. I have been eyeing that for months, if not years, but the price was a little high for my taste, so I just never bought it. But I remember seeing that on eBay, and it's funny that this is the store that the photo was taken in front of. Those are the Snugglebums. I think they were priced decently well. I think it was like maybe $25 to $30. The Care Bears, I will say, were very well priced. I think it was universally, unless marked, it was $10. So that's a great starting place for posable PVC Care Bears. But I was just in love with this raccoon. I kept looking at it. It was like $60, which is a little high for my taste, but there was tons of Barbie as well. So I'm going to go back and forth. I'm going to toggle back and forth between all the spaces because I wanted to capture everything. This is Princess of Power, the Shera action figure dolls. I know very, very little about them, honestly, but I think that's Pika Blue, maybe. And here is just an overview shot of some of the Barbies that are in box, the pretty pink boxes. And there was a little bit more of another case dedicated to like plushes, but in the corner, do you see that? That is next to Sailor Moon. There are vintage rose petal plates, okay? And they were in immaculate condition. The hair still had like the factory curls. Some of them were missing their bags. I think all of them were missing their bags and their combs. But look at that hair on Lily. It's amazing. Lily Fair. Even the hair on Daffodil. My Daffodil does not look that good. And just the condition of these were phenomenal. I think they were priced high, honestly. I think it was maybe like $20 for a loose doll. Especially if they don't have their accessories, it's a little high. But if you factor in shipping and tax, I mean, you still pay tax here, but shipping, it might be worth it. They had some of the rag dolls, the strawberry shortcake rag dolls in box, which is amazing. So this was $55, the raccoon, the flocked face raccoon. There's a flocked face bunny there, but I think it was really expensive. Wasn't it like $75? Yeah, so I had to think about it. I mean, it's kind of rude, but I always kind of cross-reference eBay because, like, if you're traveling, you don't want to carry it onto your personal item, your carry-on. And if it doesn't make financial sense to buy it, you might just get it online. But I do like to support independent businesses when I can. So here are the closer view of the in-box strawberry shortcake. These were priced, I think, generally pretty well. Like, it was like $39 to like $55 in general. I think these are the Quince dolls. But the weird thing about those Quince dolls by Tycho, they didn't have all 5. So I was just like, I don't know. I was looking at that orange one in the back. I think it's Tropical Pony, just by the neon colors. I'm definitely going to ask them to take it out. And it looks like it's like $20, which is a really good price for a tropical pony. I think for me anyway. These are the Nosy Bears. I think they were priced a little bit high for my taste. It was like $50, but they looked so cute, especially the one with the popcorn in the nose. This is a fakie. That's a Rainbow Bright fakie Sprite. I've never seen one in person, and I thought about getting that as well. The Snuggle Bums are so cute. I like the blue one the most. I think it's just has the cotton candy blue. It just looks so nice. These Lifesaver dolls I've never seen before. I returned back to Shera just because I wanted to know what all the accessories that were involved. I think that the one on the far right, Shimmer or something like that, has the staff utensil thing. I know nothing about Shera, guys, so I apologize. But the pricing was decent. I think it was like $30. And some of them were complete, some of them weren't. I went over and took a peek because I was there at the boys section. They had a ton of turtles, vintage turtles over here. I wasn't going to get any boy toys, I'll be honest with you. But this section had so much stuff. This looks like maybe Jurassic Park, which is more other people's jam than my own. But I wanted to look at some of the action figures. I was like, you know what? It's cool to see all aspect of vintage toys. And since I was here, I was going to go. These are the glowworms. I think they're really cute. I think they would go extremely well with my Moon Dreamers. There's some trolls, obviously, some Miss Piggy. But I returned back to the shelf just because I was like, oh, there's Furbies. Okay, the Snugglebums I am enraptured by, but the price point might not make sense. I will for sure get a CareBear. I just don't know which one. I might get a traditional like bear PVC just because I have all of the cousins already. This looks like, okay, so now I'm back at the rose petal place because I think these are in such good condition. I just don't know for the price wise it makes sense. I'm so glad I'm over the Labubu plush Pop Mart phase of my life. It was a dark period, I'd say. And I wish I knew more about Princess of Power. I really do. These are Cabbage Patch, I want to say, figures. But here's me cheesing out in front of the girl display because I was there for almost like 45 minutes. I'm sure the owners was like, what is this guy doing? But I was just appreciating a vintage toy store that I had seen online for years. Okay, so I looked at some of the Barbies. I'm not a Barbie collector, I'll be honest. Are these dolls of the world? That looks like the French dolls of the world. Not sure though. Okay, so look at this. These are I was looking at dream furniture for Barbie because I was at the time trying to decorate my Spectra diorama. I ended up getting something online, a bubbling spa playset that was phenomenal. There's tons of toys here. Everything is stacked almost to the roof, which is amazing. Here, that's the Quince dolls that's missing one child. I don't know where that child went. The nosy bears were so cute. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't pull the trigger on the nosy bears, unfortunately. But I kept on looking at this one. I was like, how do they style these girls' hair? So I got one of the workers to open the case for me. I wanted to look at the blueberry muffin. I think she was like $60, maybe a little less. No, it was $45. That's a great price. Because my blueberry muffin does not have the lavender ribbons and the blueberry emblem, like the embroidery is missing. But I wanted to look at the CareBears as well. Okay, so she is taking a Funshine Bear. She knocked one over because she wanted to get me the best one. And I agree. This was the best one. It's the best quality. It has the complete forelock. She was a really nice person that helped me in this store. Okay. And then I really wanted to take a look at some of the Shera.
Got it. I'm so sorry. Oh, thanks. Yeah.
Did you see the new Shera's that just came out of her on the horse? Just show you. She's really cool. Just came out. I just got these on Thursday.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
I guess they did like a remake, but the way that they did it, it kind of looks like a Barbie to me.
And after looking at the Shera, I decided I'm not going to do it. But I did want to take a quick look at the rose petal place because I was like, how did they get this to look so freaking minty without being in box? I just love the way that some people style hair. So I thought about it. They didn't obviously have their purses. So that was a big thing for me. I do have these dolls already. I have duplicates of them. But when you're a collector of vintage girl toys, you always think about upgrades, and I just like, I don't need to upgrade Rose Petal Place. I have very good dolls. The worst one of my collection is Orchid. So if you see an Orchid, let me know. That's the one I need the most. But I decided to go for the Tropical Pony here. This is a Sea Breeze. She looks gorgeous. And I got the Funshine Bear. So I was going to go and just check these out. They were lovely. In great condition. $20 and $10. It was like a done deal for me. I can't ask for anything more. So I am going to definitely check them out. And yeah, this is great. I hope you guys enjoyed that. For the rest of this video, I'm going to show just short clips of what we did for the rest of the 18 hours that we had left. We went to this really beautiful boulevard called, I think, Las Olas. We went to this amazing Italian restaurant, had delicious Italian food. That squid ink pasta was everything. Back at the Airbnb, I put the toys that I got. Isn't that so cute? Okay, I just had to play with them and touch them. In the background, you might hear some Murder, She Wrote, because that's what I watched until I fell asleep. Then we drove to get some Cuban food. I had the cowboy breakfast, which is just steak and eggs and french fries.
So we are at Bonnet House. It's a beautiful historic house and garden grounds.
This place was absolutely stunning. The gardens were so well manicured. It's the house of this super affluent American family. So he was a famous painter, an artist. So everything was super well done. The gardens were immaculate. And they brought in some tropical plants, and they had like almost like Everglade-esque gardens. This is his studio, which had amazing paintings. He was a very talented painter. So amazing.
So we're inside the courtyard for Bonnet House. It's so pretty.
There's this lake in the back that had all these palm trees. You could actually see iguanas just walking around.
A little greenhouse moment. This is the Shell Museum. This is where they had the little demi-tasse in the video. A little after dinner soiree. I know this is a toy channel, but this is a bird of paradise. And I think it's a bird of paradise. Is it a bird of paradise? Do you see the bird flying?
Outside of the gift shop, they had this crafts fair, and I loved the wooden pieces. That little deer was so cute. So
Beautiful.
the last thing we did is we drove to dinner. I wanted some sushi, so we went to this amazing seafood restaurant. They had snow crabs and sushi and crawfish. It was amazing. So that was my tour of a quick travelogue of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We basically did all the tourist stuff, but the amazing toy store was like the best thing all weekend. And as you saw in the video, I walked away with 2 things. Let me show you the first thing that I got. I got this little guy or girl. I don't know. It's Funshine Bear. So Funshine Bear is a yellow CareBear. I think the year stamp is like 1984, and so jovial, so cute. Has this almost like squinty eyes because they're smiling so much. Has a bright yellow sun as the emblem or symbol. And of course, the iconic with all these posable PVC, this forelock. This like cute little yellow forelock. And there's a little mouth and nose. And then there's the back. You can see it has all of these like really nice striations and a cute little heart symbol on the rump. So that is Funshine Bear. The toy store that I went to had all of the, I guess, CareBear posable figures for $10 unless it was marked something different. I think the ones that were marked differently were the ones I already had, like the villain, the CareBear cousins, and the Cloud Keeper. But I had all of those, so it was really nice to find this for just $10. So you just, no shipping, $10, and then just the sales tax that's in Florida. So that's Funshine Bear. And the thing that I'm most proud of, and I know that you could find this honestly cheaper sometimes on eBay, I got this beautiful girl. This is a tropical sea breeze. She is one of the tropical ponies. I think there was like maybe 4 or 5. She's a year 8 pony. Okay, so meaning she came out in like 1989, 1990, and she is gorgeous. So freaking beautiful. Let me show you her symbol. So she's an orange pony, a tropical pony, of course, and she has 2 beautiful tropical fish as her symbol. They're pink and blue, and they're striped. And the thing that I love most about tropical sea breeze is not only does she have like a beautiful face, like look at her eye makeup, gorgeous. It's like she has pink eyes, but then her eyeshadow is this light yellow and a soft pink, and then on the underside of her eye we have some light yellow makeup as well, and she still has her blush on the other side. So beautiful. And the 3 colors that are in her tail and her mane is this fading pink. It almost looks like just white at this point. But if you in person, it's softly pink. There's this beautiful highlighter chartreuse color. And then this beautiful, brilliant orange, like almost like a tangerine red orange. So that color combination looks totally tropical with this like neon orange body. It's just beautiful. It's just so, so pretty. I did not style the hair. This is still like the factory curls that are on her. And the tail is in just such mint condition. So even though I got her for $20, I felt like without shipping, that's like still a bargain. Because I think I see her online sometimes for like $25, and then you have to pay like $5 for shipping. So I think I got a good deal. And also, it's kind of like a memento. It's like a souvenir for my time in Orlando. And also, you go to like a tropical beachy place and find a tropical sea breeze pony. Like, you gotta get it. She's so pretty. And she's going to go next to the 2 other tropical ponies that I have. I think I have Hula Hula and Pina Colada. So Gorgeous. I just like, and I think she's in this pose. I think it's the dancing butterflies pose, if I'm not mistaken. So gorgeous, and she's obviously a Pegasus pony. She has these like sculpted wings. Gorgeous. But thank you so much, guys, for bearing with me. If you made it through the whole travel video, I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, if you skipped to this part, I hope you like the two things that I got. They're yellow and orange, very beachy. Thinking about summer, even though it is in the deepest cold of winter right now. Sunshine Bear, Tropical Sea Breeze, Pony, and My Little Pony G1. Amazing. $20, $10. I had a great experience. If this video interests you, or you want to follow me in my journey to collect more vintage girl toys, hit subscribe, and I will talk to you real soon. Bye, guys.